18 things poor people do that the rich don't. We all have habits that shape our lives, but the difference between the rich and poor often comes down to the choices they make on a daily basis. Wealth is not simply a result of luck or inheritance, it's largely influenced by mindset, actions, and behaviors. While the rich understand the importance of cultivating habits that lead to success, the poor often fall into patterns that hold them back. In this video, we'll explore 18 things poor people do that the rich don't, habits and behaviors that are common among those struggling financially, but which the wealthy avoid. By recognizing these habits, you can take steps to shift your mindset and start building the foundation for your own success. 1. Living beyond their means. One of the most common mistakes poor people make is living beyond their means. They often prioritize short-term gratification over long-term financial stability, spending money on things they can't afford or don't need. This lifestyle of overspending leads to debt and financial struggles that compound over time. The wealthy take a different approach. They prioritize saving and investing. They live below their means, even if they can afford luxury items, because they understand that financial discipline and saving are keys to building long-term wealth. 2. Failing to set financial goals. Poor people often live without clear financial goals or a plan for how to achieve them. They may have vague ideas about wanting to be rich or secure, but fail to map out concrete steps to get there. This lack of direction results in aimless spending, missed opportunities, and no sense of financial progress. The wealthy, on the other hand, set specific, measurable, and time-bound financial goals. Whether it's saving a certain amount, investing in real estate, or growing a business, rich people consistently set clear goals and create a plan to meet them. 3. Focusing on instant gratification. It's easy to get caught up in the thrill of buying something new, especially when it offers instant gratification. Unfortunately, many poor people fall into the trap of purchasing things they don't need because it feels good in the moment. This behavior keeps them stuck in a cycle of debt and financial insecurity. Rich people understand that true wealth comes from delayed gratification. They are willing to sacrifice temporary pleasures today to secure a prosperous future. Whether it's cutting back on luxuries or investing money that could have been spent, they always think long-term. 4. Avoiding risk at all costs. Many poor people are scared of taking risks, especially when it comes to money. They are afraid of losing what little they have, so they play it safe by avoiding investments or entrepreneurial ventures. This fear keeps them stagnant, unable to break free from their current financial situation. Wealthy individuals know that risk is part of success. Whether it's starting a business or investing in stocks, they view risk as a necessary step toward growth. 5. Making excuses instead of taking responsibility. One of the most limiting behaviors poor people exhibit is making excuses for their financial situation. They blame external factors like the economy, lack of opportunities, or bad luck instead of taking personal responsibility for their financial choices. The rich take full responsibility for their financial decisions, both the good and the bad. They don't waste time blaming others but focus on what they can control, learning from mistakes, making smarter choices, and adapting to changing circumstances. 6. Neglecting financial education. Poor people often neglect the importance of financial education, either because they weren't taught about money growing up or they don't prioritize learning about personal finance. Without understanding how money works, they make poor financial decisions that keep them in a cycle of debt and financial insecurity. 7. Spending money on depreciating assets. Poor people often invest their money in items that lose value over time, like cars, electronics, or other consumer goods. These purchases don't generate any income or increase in value and therefore don't contribute to long-term wealth building. The rich invest in appreciating assets like real estate, stocks, or businesses. These assets not only hold their value, but also have the potential to generate passive income and appreciate over time. 8. Avoiding networking and building relationships. Networking is a key factor in success, but many poor people avoid it. They may not see the value of connecting with others or lack the confidence to build relationships with successful individuals. As a result, they miss out on opportunities and the possibility of learning from others. The wealthy, on the other hand, understand the importance of building a strong network. They surround themselves with other successful people who can offer mentorship, partnerships, and opportunities that accelerate their wealth-building journey. 9. Relying on a single income source. Many poor people rely on a single source of income, typically a job, to sustain their financial needs. If they lose their job or face a pay cut, they're often left financially vulnerable and unable to recover quickly. 10. Focusing on saving rather than earning. While saving is important, poor people often focus too much on cutting costs and hoarding money. They may pinch pennies and avoid spending on things that could improve their future, like investing in education or business opportunities. Wealthy individuals focus on increasing their income, not just saving it. They understand that creating more money through investments, business ventures, or side hustles is far more effective than merely cutting expenses. 11. Letting emotions control financial decisions. Poor people often let their emotions, such as fear or greed, control their financial decisions. This can lead to impulsive spending, panic selling in the stock market, or avoiding investments out of fear of loss. The wealthy maintain control over their emotions and make decisions based on logic and research, not impulses. They understand the importance of patience and discipline, especially when it comes to managing money and making investments. 12. Focusing only on job security. Poor people often focus exclusively on job security, hoping that their stable paycheck will carry them through life. They don't think about creating wealth outside of their job or exploring ways to earn more. The rich understand that job security isn't the key to wealth. They focus on entrepreneurship, investments, and building businesses. They are always looking for ways to generate income and achieve financial independence outside of a paycheck. 13. Not paying themselves first. Many poor people spend money on everything else before considering their savings or investments. By the time they paid bills, bought groceries, or indulged in discretionary spending, there's little left to invest in their future. Wealthy people follow the pay yourself first principle. They prioritize saving and investing a portion of their income before covering other expenses. This ensures that they're always growing their wealth, no matter what. 14. Avoiding financial planning. Without a financial plan, it's difficult to build wealth. Poor people often fail to create or stick to a budget, leading to inconsistent spending and poor money management. The wealthy take a proactive approach to their finances. They create detailed financial plans, set budgets, and regularly review their spending and investments. By tracking their progress, they ensure they're always on track to meet their goals. 15. Comparing themselves to others. Many poor people compare their financial situation to others, feeling envy or jealousy toward those who have more money or success. This mindset can lead to frustration and the temptation to live beyond their means. The rich focus on their own path to success and avoid comparing themselves to others. They stay committed to their goals, measure their progress, and remain focused on their personal growth. 16. Ignoring health and well-being. Poor people often neglect their health because they're too focused on making ends meet or trying to get ahead financially. This can lead to burnout, stress, and health issues that only make their financial situation worse. The wealthy understand the importance of maintaining good health. They prioritize exercise, eating well, and stress management to stay productive and focused on their goals. 17. Underestimating the power of compound interest. Many poor people fail to understand the power of compound interest, either because they haven't been taught or they don't invest early enough. This lack of understanding means they miss out on the opportunity to grow their wealth over time. The rich, however, understand compound interest and use it to their advantage. They invest early and allow their money to grow exponentially over time, creating a snowball effect that leads to massive wealth. 18. Not having a long-term vision. Poor people often live paycheck to paycheck, focusing on short-term survival rather than long-term wealth creation. They don't think about the future or plan for it, leaving them stuck in a cycle of financial struggle. The wealthy have a long-term vision for their lives and finances. They know that building wealth takes time, but they remain patient, strategic, and focused on their long-term goals. So if you want to break free from the cycle of poverty and build lasting wealth, start today by avoiding these behaviors and adopting the habits that the wealthy use to succeed. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more practical advice on building wealth and achieving financial freedom.